Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and still working on getting this light better out here. That's a little better. I'm not glowing. Um, Running a little behind this morning. This afternoon. See, that's why I'm tired. Also, I've been having issues with the YouTube. I don't know why. It was fighting getting me live here for some reason. So we're just going directly through StreamYard. I figure we might as well do that. It worked well last time, so we might as well use it. I don't know if anybody's going to show up. I know that Donatella's actually got an auction going on next door. So if you want to go check that out, certainly go check that out because her auctions are fantastic. I don't know what time that started, so I don't know how hard we're competing against the auction. But if you haven't checked it out, go check out. I think I put a link to her to Donna's channel in my last video, or one of my last videos. She's just a fantastic person. So go check out that if you want to get some good deals, some good essentially wholesale deals. You can buy some stuff in bulk. So that's pretty good. I don't think we have any. No, we don't have any that sold from that this time. I did just the other day though. So I have some more clothes from her that I need to get listed that I've just been putting off because I don't like listing clothes too much. And we had one viewer in here and then they bailed. They made it 60 seconds. So thanks for that, guys. Yeah, so we'll just hang out and I'll talk to myself here for a little bit and see if we get anybody showing up here. Like I said, I'm running a little bit late today, so not sure what that's going to do. Usually we seem like we can get about 10 or 12 people in here, but I think usually I start a little bit sooner too. So we'll see. Hey, there's Emily Conway. Now we can start. Now it's a party. Thanks for coming in, man. You must just live on the YouTubes. You just got that, like you got like a Bluetooth in your ear that tells you when other people are on. I wish I could be as cool as Emily Conway. We got double people in here now. That's cool. I'm hoping we can get up to 500 soon. I'm up to 340. Yeah, I think I'm at a solid 340 on subscriptions. So hopefully if we can get up to 500, we can do some kind of giveaway. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something because that's one of those benchmarks, right? That's you hit that line and you got to do something. I don't know what it is. Emily Conway's probably got a fantastic thing planned for fun. Actually, Emily's a little bit cooler than the rest of us. I bet she's going to do something at like $4.99. Just because everybody does 500, right? Anybody can do 500. See, you do. I know. I need to talk to you and find out what's going on. You're much more creative than I am. I think, you know what? That's what I'm doing. We're doing $4.99. I've claimed it. What are you editing, Emily? Like editing photos or video? And Mark, my two fans, Emily and Mark. Mark, you gotta follow Emily. She's awesome. She's a lot more fun than I am, but she's got a really cool channel. Video. Yeah, I've been trying to make mine as painless as possible. Been trying to streamline the editing process, just make them simple. But that's why yours are cooler than mine. And you've got the cool thumbnails and everything. I'm just going basic. I mean, shoot, I spent like 11 minutes this last one telling people play nice. So, you know, I don't dive real deep into the pool here. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get anybody today, to be quite honest with you. What, Emily, are you still selling turtles? You must be. That's a fantastic thing. Yeah, I use something super simple. I can't remember what it's called. Open. What is it? Let me see what it's called. Mine is super basic, but that fits, right? It's called Open Shot. is what I've been using. OpenShot video editor. I mean, it's very basic. Lets me just add cuts, add pictures, that sort of thing. Knee deep in turtles. Careful, they bite. Yeah, that's awesome. I would just keep, and you know what I would put on the bottom of those? Because I came in this summer into a whole bunch of model train stuff and model car stuff. And some of the same people were coming in randomly and buying them. Hey, 9-pound hammers here. Awesome. Thanks for coming in, man. I don't know if we're going to have a real deep crowd today, but we'll see. I'm going to hang out for a few minutes and then I'll start doing some what's olds. But otherwise, we're just kind of hanging out. Yeah, Emily, this summer, a friend and I wound up kind of doing a deal where we got a whole bunch of train stuff, and there was like some model car stuff and that sort of thing, but a lot of HO scale stuff. And what I started doing on the bottom of those postings, I just had it saved, so it was a copy paste job. I just said, I don't remember what the exact verbiage, but what I essentially said is, hey, I'm getting ready to list a whole bunch of this same type of thing. So if this interests you, check back. And that's a good way to, I would guess, with the turtles. So they don't think that it's like a one-off. Like if you put at the bottom of those listings, like, hey, we have an entire collection that we're posting. So check back with the store. You might see something else that you like. Some of those collectors might keep coming back around. It might help move them quicker. Just a thought. But I think that worked for me because I had several people come back, and then I had another guy that, but I decided to lot a whole bunch of parts together rather than try to set them all out separately because they'd sell. At some point I just got tired of it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to post this in a whole big lot. And I posted a whole one of those little plastic storage things full of parts to repair stuff. And he actually bought that and then messaged and said, hey, if you have anything else, let me know. At that point, I just said, hey, I actually have more of this exact same stuff. I just haven't posted it yet. We ended up sending a couple pictures back and forth of what do you have? And we came to a deal before I even posted it. And so I just said, okay, well, I'm going to post a listing. I'll post it for a ridiculous high dollar amount. It's going to be a stupid listing, like title and one photo. So nobody's going to scoop it out from him. And as soon as I posted it, sent him the link through the eBay Messenger saying, hey, it's posted, it's ready. And then he sent me the agreed on offer and we made a sale and we sent it all at once. So that was something really easy. Jennifer Hayes, hey, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Look, Jennifer's got a channel too. I need to go follow. I'm bad about following folks in my own thing. I need to pull up my phone and follow folks. I want to see everything on. Yeah, you're gonna get a ton of followers on that stuff, especially since you have just a bulk amount of all those. You're gonna get a lot of people. So I don't know that you need to convince them to come back around, but you got to go though. All right, well, party's over. No, go do your video, man. And remember, Leap of Kindness Day. We didn't get to talk about it, but you're leaving. You're always kind though, so I don't have to worry about you. Let's see if we can get people running on that thing. Jennifer, how'd you find us? Did you just randomly find a lot? Emily's apparently bailing on us, so we're going to go back down to 3. That's okay. I might just start doing the hey, Cajun, got a storage unit this weekend. Man, I want to get into that, but I'm scared. I got too much stuff as it is. Emily, we love you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, there's a storage facility here that does one every month. And actually I started watching for it. They post on Facebook that they're going to do it. And they say, hey, tomorrow this is, and the one day that I'm in, because you don't know what weekend it's going to be. And it's funny. There's a guy that goes to our church that I just heard about the other day. Like, hey, guess what? He went to an auction. He bought a locker that had a $700 gold belt buckle in it. I was like, that was the one auction last month that I missed. Killer. You saw some chat. Cool. Well, Jennifer, I appreciate it. We're still growing. You bought 5, man. So is that your Hammer? Is that your deal, man? Like, is that the deal? Is storage auctions? I like the idea. Um, I just the volume scares me. I don't have enough room, so I have to get really small. I'd have to find like the very small ones or the big ones that don't have that much in it. Yeah, we got a few folks in here now, so that's cool. I'm happy with 5. We got Jennifer Cajun, the Hammer, Mark's in here. I might as well start going over some of the stuff I sold. Actually, some of the stuff I sold this weekend, I did get some stuff sent out Friday, and then I actually sent out a couple things on Saturday, just because they were shirts and they were super easy just to put in the mailbox. So I figured, why not? So I can show you those. I figured out how to show stuff on my phone now. All I got to do is turn down the brightness, and that's why it was glaring on there. I've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things I actually already shipped out that sold on Friday. One of them actually held on to this for quite a long time. I was surprised. This is a vintage Taz Looney Tunes Warner Brothers shirt. We're gonna, yep, there we go. It was just a gray polo shirt, and it had Taz embroidered on there on the pocket, and it says "Real men don't ask directions," and he's chewing up the map. I just thought it was funny. Sold for $17.75 plus shipping, so that wasn't bad. I was less than $1 into that one. It just hung around for a long time. And then this one actually only lasted. This was on one of the haul videos 3 weeks ago, something. Sold a Harley Davidson. It was a 3X T-shirt from Butte. They look like miners, but they also kind of look like leprechauns because Butte. There's a lot of Irish there in Butte with the mining, and just a really cool graphic of them riding. And that sold for $25.49 plus shipping. So that was a really nice sale. Got that for $4 from a local thrift store with a bunch of other Harley shirts. A couple of those have sold. Sent a couple offers today on a couple other ones. New England Patriots snapback hat, just basic. Sold that thing for $16. Free shipping, but hats don't weigh anything, so that's easy. This is one of my better ones of the weekend. Really, probably the best one of the weekend, I guess. A Great Northern Railway Code of Rules, along with the hours, the schedule, time calculator. It was 4 different little booklets. Where are we? There we are. 4 different little vintage booklets. They were from like 1950 to 1955. I held on to those. I got those with all those HO scale stuff this summer. They were really neat. Had some cool advertisement in there, but one of them was from it. No, it said starting 1950, so I don't know if it was any later than that. But one of them was out of Great Falls, Montana. So I assume all of them were, but it was from like 1950 to 1955. Somebody paid $60 for those 4 booklets. I just put those up at a price. I just guessed, and they just sat. And I knew at some point somebody would send me an offer. I'd have taken an offer less than that, but that was a fantastic thing. One of those where if there's a collector of train stuff, they don't have those. They certainly don't have all 4. I mean, who has 4 old books from 1950 from Great Falls, Montana, right? So it's a grouping that nobody has. So you can price up a little bit, and that's what I did. And then we sold the last thing that we sold that I already, well, no, I have 2 more. The second to last that I already shipped out. Sold a Paradise Found. That's the Magnum PI shirt. That's the Magnum PI brand. Keep an eye out for that. This went for $35. Some of them go for more. A lot of them go for more. The vintage shirts, the red ones go for more. He wore red more often, but he did wear this. You can find pictures of him wearing the black. I think it's the Bird of Paradise, a jungle bird. So I don't remember what it's called, but black and purple. It's a really cool look. So took an offer of 35 for that. That was nice. I actually got that in an auction from Donna. And then this Jameson hat, got this at Goodwill. I think I paid $1 for it, and it lasted. I don't even think it lasted a week. It lasted like 3-4 days. It seemed like the combination of bright green and the orange was relatively rare. That was the only one that I found of that colorway. Somebody sent me an offer of $14.50. I had it up at $19.99. I took it. I look at the solds, and most of the solds sold about there, 14, $15. So it weighed about an ounce, and I was only $1 in. So made that sale. I'm to the point where I'm not gonna quibble over, you know what, if I wanted $3 more, is it worth it? Like for some stuff it is, but for a lot of that stuff, just move it out. I mean, I'm just ready just to move it out. I don't need to hang on to it for another $1.50, $2, whatever it is. So those are the things that I've already shipped out this weekend. Yeah, I'm super behind on the chat. I need to turn this off. Well, I don't know. We'll leave it on. Why not? I figured out how to do a banner on StreamYard. Yeah, 8,000 square foot warehouse. See, I'm way behind with an attached store. Hammer, that's awesome, man. I'd love to have I love the idea of having like that brick and mortar location, but then it's a job again, right? And this is part time for me, so it doesn't make any sense to have anything. Though I did look at the antique mall here, kind of inquired about getting a spot there just out of curiosity to see what it was, how much it was, that sort of thing. And they have a waiting list. They're full, but it actually is pretty cheap. It was like $1 a square foot or $1.50, depending on if you're upstairs or downstairs. So not bad, but you'd have to find a way to stick out because that place is jam packed. I may go in there and do it like a walkthrough video, but I'll have to do like a voiceover because the music in there is blaring. Hammer, I'm in Montana. I'm in Helena, Montana. Mark, that was it. Yeah, that was a good price for that shirt. I priced it high just because there were no others, and the graphic was so cool with those leprechaun miners driving down Main Street. It was such a cool shirt. Harry, thanks for coming in, man. Mark, we got to get you doing YouTube stuff. You can teach us about all the vintage hunting stuff. I don't know. You got an eye for that stuff. I see pants and you see $100. I can't figure it out yet. Just can I send this guy a reminder? Let's see if I can't send him a reminder yet. I just took an offer. This is another hat that I got at Goodwill this week. This is a vintage. It's the camo. There we go. Lawson. I actually didn't look it up. I don't know what Lawson is, what that company is for, but this is a K brand hat or K products, but same thing. They have it stamped there on the back. Keep an eye out for that for old snapbacks. You want K brand and K products. It's made in the USA, but people that collect snapbacks, they specifically look for K brand and K products. You can a lot of times get more for them. This one was not in great shape. I almost didn't buy it because of the condition. If it wasn't K brand, I wouldn't have bought it. The foam, you can see in the front, the foam is gone. It's deteriorated all. It just all flaked out. There's just a tiny bit left of it in there, but it's just orange fuzz. Don't let that stop you for some of these vintage hats. People will still buy them. And they still bought this. I had it up for like, I think I put it high just because there were no others. I put it up at $29.99 just to give me room to haggle. I ended up selling it to a guy for $22 plus shipping. I mean, assuming he pays, right? Because that just came through here a little bit ago, and he hasn't paid yet. But so that's not bad for a raggedy old hat, right? I love selling hats. Sold several hats this morning or this weekend. Coming to Billings, Montana for weekend in July. We ought to. What? I'm from Billings, actually, originally. It's 4 hours from here. not far. And Montana driving distance and terms, 4 hours is not bad. Um, yeah, we'll have to do. Maybe we can do some kind of meetup. It depends on how are you coming through and where are you coming from because you might be coming pretty close to me. And like I said, I'm from Billings. We could make a Billings weekend anyway. I I'm still trying to find when I visit. I don't like the Goodwills in Billings. I haven't been super impressed, but they have some others. They have a Salvation Army thrift store there, I think. And there's another one, a new one that I saw the last time that didn't get a chance to go to. So I think there are options right outside of Billings is Laurel, and I'm told they have a really good thrift store there. I found some good ones on the way on the highway actually. Bozeman's okay. They've got a little local one on I-90, Big Timber. Um, I found some cool hats and some old satin jackets there. That's just a little tiny town on along the interstate. The last few times I made a trip, we just stopped every 30, 45 minutes. We stopped and checked out a new small town thrift store, broke up the trip really well and found some cool stuff. Are you getting my emails? Did you send me an email, Harry? Oh, Jennifer. Are you writing Jennifer? Now I'm confused, Harry. Lawson is a point of sale software firm. Okay. There you go. Hammer knows everything. I wouldn't have put a point of sale software firm with camo, but you go do it, Lawson. I've seen a couple others sell. So they're I don't know if rare is the right word, but they're uncommon. But they always sell, and they sell for about between 20 and $30 depending on condition. The Thrifting Lounge. Hey man, how are you? Swamp Picker's in here now. Swamp Picker's got a great channel. Go check his channel out. Harry's fun too. Harry, how much is that? You picked up that ventriloquist dummy, right? Saw there was. I wonder how much. How much is that? Is that? That seems like that should have some value. Thrifting Lounge. I must have missed last night, but we were over at a friend's house. We had game night, so we went over to a friend's house with another couple and played some board games and stuff. Shepherd, Montana. There's nobody that lives in Shepherd, Montana. Hammer. My wife, Mountain Mama. She grew up. I mean, they moved around a lot. My father-in-law was in the military, and so they moved around a lot when they were young. But when she was in high school, just kind of getting started going. Well, know what? In middle school, when she was in middle school, they moved out to Shepherd. My in-laws still live out there. Um, so yeah, we can go and you're coming up from Fort Worth. That's a long trip. I went to school in Abilene. So I know the Billings to Abilene is 23 hours, if that helps you at all. And Fort Worth is what 2 hours from Abilene. So there you go. There are good garage sales in Billings. When we went there over the summer, I actually went garage sailing one weekend and brought a whole bunch of stuff. There's way more there than here. I mean, it's 3 times as big. So I actually pulled in quite a few good garage sale finds there. So July 30th. I'll look at our schedule. That'd be cool. We do a garage sale weekend if I can get over to Billings. That'd be awesome. Susan, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it very much. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. I'm sorry. Well, I found a good Sealy Lake. Yeah, Mark, there's a Kalispell has a couple of good ones, which makes sense, right? I mean, Kalispell up there, there's some money up there. Um, I actually I remember when we went up there last summer to run the Spartan race. I bought we bought 3 things at a Kalispell thrift store, and one of them sold that night. I posted a pair of it was like they weren't Welco, but they're another pair of Army boots, another brand. They sold that night. when we posted them. And then an old, um, what was it? It was an old, like, what was it? It had the sticks and the marbles. You pulled out the sticks and the marbles would fall through the, I can't remember the name of the game. Um, my wife found that. We picked out of that, sold pretty quickly. And it took a while, but I have found a Blackhawks Winter Classic jersey, and that sold too. So we were 3 for 3 on the stuff we picked up out of Kalispell. That's funny that your cousin lives out in Shepherd, man. I'm, like I said, I'm from Billings. My wife lives out there. I, I'm out there quite often. We actually stay very often at my in-laws' house because they have an extra room. So when we go visit, we stay out there. You know what? If I can get down there, I got to ask the boss. I bet she'd let us have a play date. That'd be fun. A swaggart. I don't know, but I bet my wife might. Honestly, there's not that many people in Shepherd. Honestly, it's very ag. There's a lot of corn, uh, cows, that sort of thing. Cool. I'm gonna check on the 30th of July because we need to get down there to visit anyway. So that would give me an excuse to go have fun and like, hey, he's visiting from Texas, babe. We got to go to garage sales, right? Um, we got to show that Montana hospitality. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm gonna check on it. Um, yeah, there's good. I've actually found some garage sales in Shepherd actually too. Not many because it's a very small community, but a few. What else did we sell? Let's do another sold. This going to Shakopee, MN, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota probably. They're paying shipping, I believe, on this. These sat around for quite a long time, but they're very small, so it didn't really matter. Majorette is the brand on these. It's like a Matchbox car. This one is a 57 Thunderbird. This one is a 58 Corvette, and they're definitely vintage. They're definitely banged up. They need some work. They're one of those for repair restoration, but they're very cool. They're old. Well, I'll just show you one at a time. It's an old Coca-Cola car, and then it's got on the top also. It's got, what is that? That was upside down. The radio grill is what that one is, and it's got always serving Coca-Cola. And then the white one is the same deal. If these weren't banged up, they'd be worth a lot more, and they would have moved much quicker. Uh, these actually sell very well, but $10 for these, I got them for like a quarter a piece, I think. So that's pretty good. I'll take that. It's a Thursday. Thursday. Who gets married on a Thursday? Man, you are throwing me off. Yeah, I'll have to look at the calendar. I bet I can get some time off though. Let's see. Oh, let's do this guy. This guy's going international. This, I think, is the second one of these that I've sent international, or third. Actually, I had 3 of these. I think all 3 of them went international. Different versions. This is Heroes of Gujitsu, I guess. I don't know. They're like this guy. See, he's like stretchy. It's like a Stretch Armstrong type of deal. I sold one that was like full of sand. He's very dense. This is Pantero. I don't know. I think it's a cartoon, and these are all the little guys off of it. I got these at a super steep discount. I think at Big Lots. They still have them. I see them like at Walmart and stuff like that. So I think they're still out. I don't know why they were getting rid of these, but they were, and I picked them up for super cheap. Doesn't sell for much. It sold for 53.69 Australian dollars all told, because he's got to pay international shipping. But Australian dollar is what, like 69 cents or something. So I think this sold for probably about $40 all in. It's going to cost me, I don't know. It doesn't, once it's packaged, it's going to go over that half pound. So it's going to cost me $15.95 internationally, but this is going to Australia. Like I said, I've sold several of these to Australia now, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they're buying that and it's not selling here, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? This also international. This, I took a deal from a guy in the Inverness in the UK. 26 Great British Pounds for this. It's an Adidas. It's got like the puffy letters on the side. It's got the dad hat strap on the back. Um, Pretty cool strap back hat. This 26 Great British Pounds. The Great British Pound, much better than the Australian dollar. I think it's like $1.29 or something like that right now. So all in, this guy is like 34 bucks or something like that. So hopefully this is going to be under 8 ounces. I don't know. It's going to be pushing it. So we're probably going to end up paying the full $15.95, but we'll see. What else we got? I didn't have a super busy weekend, a lot of small stuff, but all that adds up. Going to Miami, Florida, it might be winter, guys, but don't stop sourcing the summer stuff because you know what? Miami doesn't have winter. This is a Hot Kiss USA mini skirt. Picked this up at Goodwill this week, and this thing sold for $14.99. These things are good to pick up. The little jean denim mini skirts and also the short shorts that are all ripped up, distressed, stuff like that. You can get those at garage sales. You can get beat up jeans at garage sales, cut the legs off, run them through the dryer, and beat them up yourself. You can get them for cheap, often at garage sales, sometimes 50 cents or cheaper. A lot of times at the thrift store, I can find these for $1. And they sell pretty, depending on the brand, sometimes they sell for more. But these things will sell pretty consistently between these or the short shorts. They'll sell pretty consistently in the $12 to $15 range. It's free shipping, but they don't weigh anything. So it's like $4. It costs you $1. They're very small. They don't take up any room. Very easy to ship. I mean, these are nice. Some people say bread and butter. I like steak and potatoes. It's a steak and potato sale right there. I've started to pick those up here again lately. Garage sales Friday and Saturday. Have my name all over them. Yeah, Hammer. If you're there Friday, Saturday, I'll see. You know what? Because if I can't get there on a Thursday, I bet I can get there by a Saturday. Driving and sourcing will be in and out for storage units. Yeah, 5x10, that would probably be my limit, I would imagine. Though I've seen how much you can pack into some of those, and I just don't have the capacity. So I would have to be very, very picky. I may go this next month and see if I can find one that's small enough. Another international order. International orders make up probably 25% of my sales on a given month. If you don't ship directly internationally, you're definitely missing out on a lot of customers. This would have sold eventually anyway. It probably wouldn't have taken long. I think I had like 3 watchers on this. This is Mark was there and I found this actually. Mark was there and I found a lot of this stuff. Mark's at the thrift all the time. This is a Cinch brand. Here's the brand. Keep an eye out for it. They make fantastic jeans as well. There it is. Where is it? There it is. Rodeo Cowboy. Purple. Just like a purple. Is that paisley? I don't know. Very nice shirt. And this sold, I had it listed for basically $25. And they paid that plus internet, like $19.99 for me to ship it internationally. So all in, Adam paid like basically like $50 for me to send this to New Zealand is where this one is going. So shirt, very, very easy. But Cinch is absolutely a brand to look out for. I have one other shirt, and even it's getting some watchers, and it's just a basic, boring brown. I mean, it's a cool brown, and it's got some light undertones to it and stuff. I mean, it's a cool shirt. It's going to take longer because it's not flashy, but it's certainly going to sell. It's probably going to be a $20 shirt. This I sold last night. This is Minnesota Wild, State of Hockey. This is a long sleeve t-shirt. What size is this? It is a 2X. It's from the Stadium Series from 2016, the NHL, where they play outdoors in stadiums. Really cool shirt. It doesn't have a great sell-through, and it doesn't sell for much. I actually thought it would sell for more, but I took a deal from this guy we bounced back and forth. It's one of those where you know at some point once they've sent multiple offers, they want it, and so you can get a couple more bucks out of them. We ended up at $14.50, which is fine. I pulled this. I paid $200 to pull a whole bunch of stuff out of a guy he was getting out of reselling. And so I went through and basically all the stuff that he had, his inventory, I picked the stuff I liked best out of it. Paid $200 for to fill the back of my Expedition, and also got the tape on this gun right now. Is I got a whole bunch of tape, some bubble wrap, a lot of shipping stuff as well. So we are already, even not counting the value added with the shipping stuff. I was at like $280 now or something made off of that. That was 3 weeks ago. So we're now in the profit. This is complete profit, and I'm still using a shipping supply. So that's going to work out to be a fantastic deal for me. So I was okay taking just a couple bucks on this. These things, I got these not too long ago, a couple weeks ago at, I don't remember, it was Good Samaritan Thrift or if this was Goodwill. I can't remember. These are Adidas. It's the Nemesis, and they don't spell it right, of course. The Nemesis on the back. These are not super popular, but they do have some value. I thought they were going to sit around for longer. I did price them to move because they do have some value. I sat around. If you see the bottom of those things, there's so much tread in there. I sat around just picking gravel out of these things and rocks for a little while in order to clean these things up. But these are indoor soccer shoes, and they've got a cool look. I ended up taking an offer of $35 plus shipping on these, and they're fairly heavy, so priority shipping is going to be a little bit on these. But that was a cool sale. I think I paid $5 for them, so 5 into 35 is not too shabby. And the last thing I think we have sitting up here, yeah, I picked this up last weekend at a garage sale. There was not much. There was a moving sale, actually. And so she was only getting rid of the extra stuff. It wasn't like an estate sale. She was just trying to get rid of a few extra things before she moved. And these, I learned, are called spurtles. I don't know. I thought it was like a spatula, essentially. It's a company. It's a what is this company? Mad Hungry. If you see Mad Hungry, definitely look it up. There's not a ton of value here, but there is value, and they sell pretty quickly. Actually, this is the second time I sold this. I picked up 2 of these, a black one and a blue one, the handles. And then last weekend, the lady, I bought them Saturday overnight, an international sales. The lady paid for both of them and then immediately asked to cancel them, which was awesome because those were 2 $40 sales that I had to refund. And then, of course, you lose that the transaction fee. That was not cool. But now one of them has sold again. So this is that's the brand, Mad Hungry. It's actually owned by Martha Stewart Living. So that's the connection. That's why people like them, I think. It looks like a very quality product, actually. I sold it for $19.99, free shipping. They're not super valuable, but they are a little bit desirable. So here's what like I said, it's called a spurtle. Basically, they combined a spatula and a spoon. Where the erdle came in, I don't know. But you got this guy. It's a 4-piece set. Some of them, the 5-piece sets, actually look like they sell for a fair amount of money. These don't sell for quite as much, but still good. And see, they have like laser engraved logo on there, which is pretty cool. And then they got the slotted one, and it's got the little rest for it. So these are very well made. Like I said, $19.99, free shipping, but it's already got a box. So I'm going to put that in it. I'm going to put a little bit of filler in this box because these bounce around in there like crazy. Actually, I might wrap these individually in bubble so they don't smash into each other. That's probably better. Put them back into the box and then put that box in a big poly mailer. It'll be super duper easy. Might as well do that one now. Since I got them out, I got to move this stuff. Some of the other stuff is less time. There you go. Less time consuming. But for once, I'll do the tougher one first, right? Why not? Well, and I say tougher, it's not hard. It's just I'm gonna have to wrap 4 individual things. Here, let's come over here. So I got to use my bubble wrap over here. Let me just cut a couple of sheets. So that was my weekend. I mean, we're in the double digits, so I can't complain about that. It's come in sort of in drips and drabs here and there. But a couple of nice sales in there. You know, the cinch shirt was a nice sale. The Great Northern, that was obviously a nice sale. Yep, I got 4. So we had some nice sales mixed in there. Just not a lot of high dollar stuff, unfortunately. And actually, I was looking at, I think I've sold a lot of my higher dollar stuff already. So that'll be nice to get back into garage sale season and find some. Because lately, all I'm finding at the thrift stores are clothes. And clothes do sell, but they sell slower, as you know. And not for as high dollar very often, unless you're like Mark and you find $100 pants all over the place. I'm not that good with clothes. I keep it pretty basic with my clothes. I like graphic t-shirts. I'm learning some of the Western brands. Like I said, Cinch is a good one. George Strait jeans actually do very well for me. That one. This is the longer of them. I think this is probably the way to go, is to individually wrap these inside that box. Customer will appreciate it if nothing else. And I'm going to put, I was using stickers. I ran out of stickers, so I got these eBay thank you cards. I got it with the, what do you call it, the coupon that you get. So I don't like these as much, but then I didn't have to go and find new stickers. I will, but I got 400 of those cards, so we're going to use them. I'll just put that in the box with them. We'll see if these all go back in here now with the bubble. Definitely take up more room. Gonna have to plan this out a little more strategically than I thought. Marie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. And Justin, we got a double header. Thanks, guys. Just kind of packing and hanging out. Nothing super exciting. Though, if you guys haven't seen my most recent video, go and watch that. It's only, I don't know. All this bubble's filling this thing up. It's only like 10 minutes long, so it's not very long at all. But I got a bit of a challenge out to resellers out there for this coming weekend. There's a, there we go. There's sort of a national movement among communities to use leap day, because this is a leap year. So we have that extra day, and the idea is, hey, let's use that extra day to do something kind in the world around you, right? The communities are using the idea of let's help out nonprofits, which is really cool. Hey, Barb, thanks for coming in. I loved it. Be kind to, yeah, Barb, thanks for watching that. Yeah, it's they're calling it Leap of Kindness Day. And so on the 29th, which is actually a Saturday this year. So there's some communities that are saying, you know what, let's do it on the 28th. I say let's just do it on the 28th and 29th, right? The idea, like I said, the communities are trying to get help for nonprofits, which is fantastic. But I think we can help in our reselling community as well. And we can do it with little stuff. And so on Friday, I'm going to bring in a plate of cookies to my post office and just say, hey, I appreciate what you do. They have a, you know, and I know people have issues with the Postal Service, and I get it, but we can't do our job without them doing theirs. And so I think it's beneficial to just let them know that you appreciate them. And so I'm going to bring in a plate of cookies and say thank you. Very easy. And then you can do other stuff as well. I mean, you buy, you know, an example I gave in the, I think that'll make it. Yeah. Example I gave in the videos, you know, you see somebody in line behind you at the thrift, little kid's got a toy. Give the cashier $5 before you leave and say, hey, buy that kid's toy for me. How hard is that? I mean, all these sales that I made, you know, we're making $5-10 on each of them. I'm giving up one to make a kid happy, but also make his parents, you know, if they're shopping in the thrift, maybe it's because that's where they can afford to go. And we're helping them out. We're making their day a little bit better as well. So that was my challenge in the last video that I did. It'd be cool if we had, because I think there's people out there that don't like what we do, right? They take offense by, wait, you're going to sell my stuff, but I sold it to you. Why are you making money off of me selling? You know, that I get it. And to some degree, I see their point, but you know what? I paid your price. But this is a way for us to do something nice, a little wave of kindness from resellers. It's never a bad thing to be nice, right? So I tried to start even a hashtag there. Why not? Reseller LOKD Leap of Kindness Day. So if you think about it, that's going to fit just under 14.7, 15 ounces. So we snuck that in first class. So if you think about it, do something nice on Friday or Saturday for somebody. Just go out of your way to do something little. I think little things can go a long way, especially if somebody's having a bad day, right? I got to print this thing out. I don't have my orders pulled up here. I don't like, did you guys notice eBay changed some of their screens? It happened on the app and it happened online. And now my computer doesn't want to log in. And I don't dig it. As my wife will tell you, I don't do particularly well with change. But when I get used to something, like I don't understand why, of all the issues that they have, why do we change on the app where the radio button is for free shipping from the bottom to the top? Like it doesn't make any sense. Maybe later. Why are you wanting me to enter my phone number? You already have it. So the Spurtle. So yeah, these screens look different now, and I don't like it. This way is 15 ounces. You don't have to input your dimensions for first class, which is nice. So it's going to cost me $5.54 since it's all the way up to 15 ounces. But I paid $1 for those Spurtles, so $5.54, $8.16. We make like 17 bucks after fees, minus 5. Let's call it 6 just for good measure, and 7. We're still making like $7 off of our initial investment after a week, so that's fine. That's one of those where I knew when I bought it how much it was worth, but I also knew it would sell. So who turns down $7 when it takes no time to list it? All right, there's one done. How are sales going for everybody else? Mine have finally picked up. It was slow for about a week, just both in volume and in the dollar amount, but I feel like it's starting to pick up again. Barb, do something every day this week. I like your style, Barb. Chicken fried steak. Okay, I would remember if chicken fried steak came into my feed before. Hey, and it's a couple of pickers. I keep trying to catch you live here in the last little bit, and I keep missing, guys. But I'm going to catch it eventually. That real job gets in the way sometimes. Good and decent. Yeah, that's kind of where I was at. It was okay. It was fine. Chicken fried steak, man. You are new. I need to know where you come from, how you found us. I spent almost 10 years all told in Texas. Chicken fried steak is my friend. It's my friend. But only if it's got white gravy, of course. So, Minnesota Wild shirt. thankfully getting out of my store. Don't need them hanging around any longer than I have to. And I'm going to send them an avalanche colored red thank you card. Take that. It's actually not going to Minnesota. It's going to like Pennsylvania. I think. I'll double check. Some other reseller on YouTube suggested you. That's awesome, man. That means that I'm starting to get, I guess, both the following and get better at this. I'm still learning. My garage is not the best for doing lives, but this is what I got as far as packing and that sort of thing. So we're learning. First time catching. Yeah, I've only started doing lives. I've done them I think the third week in a row. We're doing them on Sunday afternoon. Just when people are packing and hanging out or listing, whatever, it turns into a what sold live. 13 ounces on that Minnesota shirt. Turns into a bit of a what sold, so you can see what I sold over the weekend. And you share a little bit, if I have bolo type stuff, I'll share that. And then we just chat. Okay, print shipping label. I didn't have that in there as high as I should have. It was a 2X long sleeve shirt. Should have figured that. 13 ounces. So that's going to be $5 going to Pennsylvania. That's fine. We made a couple bucks on it. Like I said, we are completely in the profit on that bulk deal. And actually, I still have like 5 things to list. So we're gonna do very well off that. We're gonna make, once I add in the cost of the shipping supplies that he threw in, I bet we make $500 off of that deal profit. So that's good. The bubble wrap he threw in, I already used, but that saved me a couple weeks of bubble wrap. I still got a whole bunch of tape, got some eBay tape. We did really well. Yeah, I need to do the what solds more. I've been doing thrift hauls and some other stuff, doing, like, I call them drive-by bolos, just kind of digging into 1 or 2 items that I found that sold. It's a what sold, but teach folks a little bit about the item and what to look out for. What solds tend to take a little bit longer for me to put together, though I'm getting a little bit better at it. So the front end is just jibber jabber, and then we move into what sold. So if you look back at the replay, that's there. But we can go through this stuff too. Okay, let's do this one. So this is our mini skirt. There it is. This one is, I'm sure, going, well, yeah, it's going to go first class. We'll just put this in a poly mailer. These are the giant ones. I don't need those. Well, I might have to go grab some more. I might be all out of my eBay poly mailers over here. That's a bummer. Let's see. So we're all out of green. Now we go to blue. These are good to get with your coupon. If you guys have a store, I use these things all the time for clothes. Every once in a while, I'll use the extra padding of the eBay padded. I still have some of those. I need to order some more. I'm hoping to get to March. Well, I probably won't get through it. I'm probably going to have to just bite the bullet and buy more. I think I'm running too far out. But yeah, these, keep an eye out for these. Like I said, these are going to Florida. It's always hot there. So even when it's winter where you are, that's when you can source stuff. It's no different than sourcing Christmas stuff out of season, right? And you get it cheaper. Same deal. Montana, you can buy these mini skirts and shorts pretty cheap right now. And they're still selling. This one's going to Miami. And other people aren't looking at them right now either. So I like, often when I go to the thrift store, I have to get there later than other people because I'm coming after my job. So I like going where other people aren't because they haven't picked it over yet. this is one of those areas. And like I said, they don't weigh anything. That weighs with the bag. We are 8.8 ounces. So actually a little heavier than I thought. It's size 7. It is a little bit bigger. But it's still, I mean, 9 ounces. That's super light. Same as like a hat or like a Funko Pop or something. $4.46 to send this down to Miami. So I'm going to clear across the country for $4.50. Not bad. We're going to make about $7-8 on that one. So we got a whole lot of those this weekend. Had a pair of Kuru shoes that sold that would have been nice for $40 plus shipping, but they haven't paid. So that's it opened a case against them this morning. That would have been a nice sale. There. So there is our mini skirt. Done. So so California, where in California is that? And how do you get chicken fried steak in California? Are you a transplant? I mean, you can eat whatever you want wherever you live, right? But I just don't think California and chicken fried steak. Let's do our 2 little cars. Where'd they go? So once again, these are little majorette Matchbox Hot Wheels style cars. 57, was it 57? Yeah, 57 Thunderbird and 58 Corvette. More of a Thunderbird guy myself. We're just going to bubble these up and put these. I bet I can put these in a padded mailer. I'm going to go grab one. All right, you know what? These are collectible, even though they're banged up. We're going to grab a little box. Let's do it. All right. They did not want to come out. I had to break a strap to get some of my boxes out here. So just a little 8x6x4 box. Too big for what these are, quite frankly, but I ran out of my little itty bitty boxes, so it'll do. I bet they could go just fine in a bubble wrap and a padded mailer, but I don't mind. Buy the boxes in bulk. They don't cost much. You can't get sweet tea out west. Hammer, yeah, well, Hammer, send me, if you're still here, mountainmantreasure@gmail.com. That's my email. Shoot me an email. Yeah, I don't love listing clothes, but you know what? Those shorts, I mean, you lay them out and it's take a picture of it, take a picture of one side, take a picture of the other side, take a picture of the tag, flip it over, take a picture of the back. I mean, they're super easy. Yeah, well, chicken fries should be everywhere, but do you get it in California? Do you get it with the correct gravy? What gravy do you have on it? That's the question. That's a very important question, actually. Yeah, sweet tea is tough out west, man. You have to make your own. I used to go to Chicken Express. The Chicken Express sweet tea is out of this world. It is amazing. I miss that stuff. But you can make your own. You just got to make you just got to make a simple sugar with it. That's the trick. Equal parts water and sugar on low heat until you can mix it together. That'll last in your fridge for about a week. See that? You didn't know you're going to get cooking tips on here also, did you? I did not make chicken fried steak last night, but I made fried chicken, basically. We did some, we went over and did game night with some friends. And so I made chicken nuggets, basically. Hand breaded, panko. Had some paprika and some chili in there. And man, they turned out good. Stay. The Block Vintage. Hey, thanks for stopping in, man. You are awesome. I got top-notch YouTubery in here. This is a very boring live to watch. It's just hanging out and randomly jabbering as I pack things. But it's been working on Sundays. People have been coming in and hanging out, so I thought I just tried it one time and it worked. And we had a dozen people in here and they said they had a good time. So I've just been doing it about my time. It's like between 3 and 3:30 is when I go on Mountain Time. And we just hang out and chat. I'm not really competing with anybody either, which is nice. I'm too small to pull in crowds from anywhere anyway. And I certainly don't want to pull away from anybody else. But it's kind of fun. I'm meeting new people. And Case Keenum just took a dive. And I'm learning from folks, and we're growing. We're up to 340 subs, so it's small, but we should actually just like your brother-in-law. That's funny. I actually was told, so now I've got a voice double. I was told this was, I think, two weeks ago. I went to this sale, picked up just a couple of things. It's this older man and lady. They're getting ready to move, and so they were selling some of their extra stuff. And I give them the money. And she says, "You know that you have a double in town, don't you?" I said, "What are you talking about? Who?" She says, "My son-in-law." And the guy goes, "It's like, wow, okay, that's different." But I'll take it, I guess. I don't know if I got a better or a worse deal because of that. Little cars, once they're all boxed up, 8 ounces. So I'm going to pay a couple bucks more on those for boxing them, but I'm okay with that. Somebody's collecting those. They're going to restore them. I'm almost nothing into it. So that's fine. It's probably 30 cents difference. And these are going to Minnesota. Like I said, I held on to those a lot longer than I thought I would. I did price them pretty low. I priced them to move. But like any collectible, you're waiting for the right person to come along, right? Any of those niche type of things. There's only so many people looking for an old car that they can fix. I still haven't heard chicken fried steak. You need to tell me what kind of gravy we're talking about here. Yeah, this is actually Black Vintage. This is just my, well, we'll do international listings last. So now these Adidas Nemesis indoor soccer shoes, really cool, not super desirable, but they are somewhat, I mean, just because there's not very many of them. So there are people out there that are just going to like the look of them, not necessarily that, oh, I've been looking for the Nemesis for a long time. They just have a cool look. So indoor soccer shoes are generally a pretty good flip if you can find them in good shape. These with shoes, I just alternate them. I put one little one little wrap of bubble on them just to hold them together more than anything else, and then slide them into the free priority shoebox. I actually might put a wrap. These are longer. It's a bigger size. I think 11 or something like that. I might put another wrap the other way so that the toe and the heel don't smash against the box, just so they don't get scuffed up. I use more bubble than I probably need to, but my feedbacks typically, I get specifically pointed out shipping speed and packing. So I'm good with that. I spend a little extra time, a little extra bubble, and I get good feedback. So we're now a year and a couple weeks into this, and I'm pushing 900 feedback. So I'm pretty happy with that. So these are the shoebox. It says literally right on there, shoebox. I use them for a lot of stuff. I use this box a lot, but you can get these for free off the USPS website, actually. It's a pretty handy little box to have if you ship anything priority, because you can cut it down to size very easily. And I usually put a little paper in the bottom. This I get, go to your local newspaper. These are end rolls. When they stop it before it gets to the end because they can't have it run out while it's printing on the print press. They stop it, and then these have no use to them. You can buy these out of the front office of a lot of newspapers. You can buy them cheaper than people buy the craft paper out of, from Lowe's or whatever. This is like 3 times thicker than this usually. This is my last one. I got to go get more. This is, at least at mine, this is $3 a roll, and they last quite a long time. So go check your newspaper and see if they sell the end rolls. It's a pretty good investment. Shoes go in the box. Bam, done. Tiny bit of paper on the top. Just so they're not bouncing around. And we're good. Those sold for $35. I picked them up. I think it was $4.99. I picked those things up at the thrift. They actually only lasted a couple weeks. They moved quicker than I thought they would. That is 1 pound, 12.1, so 113. So let's move over to those. And then I've got 3 international orders that we're going to do through Pirate Ship. 1 pound, 13 ounces, and those boxes are 15 by 7 by 6. It's going to be $9.69 to send those to Plano, Texas. Oil country. I guess maybe that's Midland, Odessa more than anything, but all right, let's open this thing up. We lost our Texan. We had 9 Pound Hammer. He's out of Fort Worth. I like Fort Worth actually a lot. All right, so there's that. All right, there you go. White gravy, homemade, milk and flour shake. All right, there you go. You're good then. Chicken fried steak. You don't look and sound like my brother-in-law. Your brother-in-law's a lucky man. I'm definitely an acquired taste. It's hat time, I think. So let's pack for hats. I like using these boxes from Staples, 8x6x6. They're perfect for hats. Yeah, some places use brown gravy on the chicken fried steak. What is that about? Not right. In fact, it's straight up wrong. We're gonna put this in a let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a clear bag just for water protection. It's international. I gotta look at where it's going. Can't remember now. UK, I think. I think this was going to the UK. These bags sometimes don't work for all the hats. It's kind of a pain. I need to get some bigger ones, actually. But they will work. There we go. These came in that group of stuff I got from that reseller, too. So the Adidas hat going out to the UK for something around like $34 all in once they pay international shipping. Yeah, brown. I'm telling you, I've been to places, restaurants where they have brown gravy, and it's like, you know what? I can't do it. Brown gravy has its place in the world. It's not on top of chicken fried steak, and I didn't weigh that. It's a bummer. We're gonna weigh the box because I can't remember offhand. This is an 8x. This is a smaller one, so it probably weighs about 4 ounces. For the international label, I need to tell them how much that hat weighs. So we're gonna say 6 ounces. That's probably right because the box now it's 8.6. So we're gonna jump over to pirate ship. I don't know if you guys do international shipping at all. I started this summer, and it probably makes up about 25% of my sales now, is shipping things directly international. There we go, Adidas. And Pirate Ship will sync to your eBay account with no problem. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. And shipping international is ridiculously easy through Pirate Ship. Simple. You have to ask to be let into the Pirate Ship simple export rate. There's a little chat bubble icon in the bottom right corner when you sign in, and you just ask, hey, can I be enrolled in the simple export rate? They say, okay. That's it. Like literally that's it. And you get good rates that way. So you just got to tell them the box. It's 8x6x6. It weighs 0 pounds. Unfortunately, 9 ounces, 8.5. So it bumps us over the half-pound rate, which is, I expected it, but it's a bummer. What are you shipping? A pre-owned baseball hat. That's it. I'm shipping one. The value is, well, let's see what the value is because I don't remember offhand. Something around $15, but oh, there it is. It was, I had it at 1947, but I took a deal. So yeah, probably right about 15. Item weighs 6 ounces. That's it. Like literally that's the customs work. So people worry about, I don't know, all the paperwork. I just did the paperwork. It's nothing. Shipping this tomorrow. It's going to cost me $15.95. Which, when you think about it, I mean, I'm paying like $9-10 to ship those shoes across, you know, $15.95 to ship it all the way to the UK. Not bad. I need to go 4x6. My computer doesn't save the size of my label, so I have to change it every time. And there we go. Mr. McLeod is getting his hat. We still got 6 people in here. This is going longer than I thought. We chatted for a long time at the front end. So I appreciate anybody sticking around. I got 2 more things to pack. So I'll let it keep going for a while. Appreciate you coming by. We're building up a little bit of watch hours on here. We'll do the shirt last. We'll do this guy. He's going to Australia. This is going to need, well, let's see. It's probably going to need a 12-inch box. That's what I ship a lot of action figures in. Yeah, he might go diagonal. Let's see. But he's going to be too tall. Yeah. So we're going to go 12-inch box, which I think I have one more of over here. I might actually have some in another spot, but I knew I had one over there. These 12 by 6 by 6 from Staples work really, really well for, like I said, action figures. I sell 2 packs of cars. Actually, honestly, most of those overseas as well. Little monster trucks. They fit in here perfectly. And I double tape the bottom on the international. Just got a long way to go. I want to make sure it gets there in one piece. So we're just going to wrap this guy, and I can look at what his value was while I'm in there, because it's going to ask if I can find it. I got to look at my unsolds to find out, because that was done through a web interpret listing. We'll talk about web interpret sometimes. That's a great program. And now we got to find it. I don't know. I'll look it up. Sold. There he is. All right. Gonna put a little bubble wrap on him. It's neither one of those, Justin. It's Don McLeod. A little bit of a letdown, but oh, I bet that's a Posh party starting right now, guys. Best in boutiques. I'm getting awful posh. I need to kill my count on there. I just haven't done it yet. I'm done with them. Too labor intensive for me. Posh is too needy. So there he is, all wrapped up, and he is going to fit right in there. Yeah. You can cut these Staples boxes. They leave you a line to cut it in half, so it's 3 inches long. But that's just a little too much for him. So, or not enough, I guess. So we're going to just put a little bubble on top, keep it from bouncing. Easy peasy. I think that'll work fine. He's not going to get hurt anyway. There's nothing there to hurt. And we're out of tape. Lovely. I hate that. I hate when you run out of tape when you're... oh, I know it was just. There can only be one. It's a great movie. I haven't watched that in a long time. All right, new roll of tape. All right, and I didn't weigh that guy either. So you know what? We're gonna take this guy out. It's not that far into the packing process. We can't weigh him. Let's see. I don't know why International Customs wants that every time. That's the one thing I forget to do. 5.5 ounces. That's the one thing I regularly forget, because I just get involved with packing up. And So let's ship this guy, and he is 11.1, which doesn't matter. It's over the half pound, so that's fine. Here we are. Get the rates for this guy. He is 12 by 6 by 6, 0 pounds, 12 ounces. This is an action figure toy. Just generic, I guess, so they know what it is. Total weight, 0. Let's call it 6 ounces. Get right. This will be $15.95 to go to Australia. Nope, it's not going to Australia. I lied. It came in Australian dollars, so I just assumed this is going to Bandung, West Java, Indonesia. So I haven't shipped anything to Indonesia for a while. I think I shipped a camera lens there one time. So $15.95. That's going to be quite a trip. I guess that'll go west, right? Yeah, that's off of Sri Lanka or Thailand, I guess. Print. All right. So there's that one. Forgot his thank you note. I keep forgetting those. I used to have the stickers and I could put them on the box if I forgot. It's going to be a little bit for me to remember. Now this one, oh my God. Nope. This is our Cinch shirt. Again, if you missed it, Cinch is an incredible brand to keep an eye out for. Bright colors better. They also make jeans. There's the label. If you find jeans, look it up. My buddy Jeff, look up Jeff Hewitt. He just did a YouTube video. He's got a smaller channel, but the man has been doing this for a very long time and knows his stuff. Just did a video talking about Cinch, actually. And on their jeans, the different color of the tag basically determines the value of that particular pair of jeans. So I think it's white. White tag is their most expensive, I think, for Cinch. I think white tag is the fanciest. And there's black, I think, but it goes all the way down. There's green, there's yellow, there's bronze. They have all sorts of different colors. And so when you list them, don't just list them as Cinch jeans. You'll want to put in whatever color the tag is as well, because like I said, that determines quality. People that know Cinch are going to be looking for it. But it's a very good brand for resale. Their shirts new are like 50, 60 bucks. Their jackets are, you could be pushing 150 bucks. So buying them secondhand is what a lot of people want to do. All right, so we're going to bag that one up. I actually have most of my clothes I already have in the bags, but this one I haven't had this one but for a couple days, so it hasn't been bagged up yet. And I think that's too long. So this one hasn't even gotten put in the system yet. It sold very quickly. This is going to, I believe, New Zealand. I gotta look. These bags are nice too, though, guys. Actually, I don't love this style of this one that I have now. I like the sealable ones, but they were part of that big bulk deal I got, and so I'm going to use them until they run out. But I think it just looks a little more professional when you put shirts, hats, whatever it is, in a bag like this, rather than just shove it in an envelope. Plus, it actually slides into the envelope better. So double prizes there. I think I'm going to do, let's see where this one's going. Sometimes I get nervous about doing international in an envelope just because I don't want it to get beat up. Typically it's fine. Yeah, let's go into New Zealand. I think I'll put it in a padded envelope. Let me grab one. It's probably fine, but we'll put it in a padded. That'll give it a little bit more protection. Should be okay. But with those clear bags on there, they sure slide into the mailer so much easier. I always tape these shut just to make sure they don't pop open. I'm paranoid about stuff falling out. And this weighs, I didn't weigh the shirt ahead of time, but it's a shirt, right? It's not gonna, I can guess, take an ounce off. So 10 ounces even. Going to Christchurch. I think I've shipped there before, actually. And I don't remember what the length of these is. Let's see. Well, yes, I do. It's 1.5 by. Okay. So it weighs 0 pounds, 10 ounces. Button front shirt. That's what we're shipping. It's worth about $25. It weighs 9 ounces. We'll call it 8. By label. Only bad thing with Pirate Ship is it doesn't come out of your PayPal account. That's the one thing I don't like. Otherwise, I have zero problems or complaints against Pirate Ship. It's fantastic. And they're regional. They're our neighbors. I think they're based somewhere out of Wyoming. Jackson, maybe? Something? I don't remember. All right. Done. So then all we've got left is the K brand. I could box it up, but he hasn't paid yet. So I don't want to go through the hassle of boxing it and then having to unbox it to store it. I don't like storing boxes of stuff. So I'm going to just let it sit here on the counter. We'll see if he pays. It's always the offers that don't pay, which is obnoxious. But I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, it's going to be sitting there where nobody can buy it for the next 6 days, which I hate. But I don't know. Did we get the black vintage back? You got running with your dog. My dog probably wants out too. Yeah. Well, that's all my packing done. I think it's time to go do dinner. Remember, check out my latest video, the Reseller Leap of Kindness Day. Go do something nice for the Postal Service or for somebody at the thrift store. Hold the door for somebody carrying, whatever. Do something easy. It doesn't take much to make somebody's day better. So think about that on Friday and Saturday. We should think about it every day, but Friday and Saturday specifically on Leap of Kindness Day. Let's do a reseller leap of kindness, huh? I guess that's what I got for you today, guys. It's just like I said, another one of those hangouts. Thanks for those that came in, for those that come in later. I appreciate it. If you managed to sit through 90 minutes of this, God bless you. If you want to get a hold of me, shoot me an email. I'm at mountainmantreasure@gmail.com. I'm going to work on setting up an Instagram account too, because it seems like that's the thing to do. So we're going to set up Instagram as well. I'll have that down in the description once I have it on future videos. So Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it.